Everyone, Kim from Marketing Entourage here. Today I'm going to talk you through how to boost a post on Facebook. So grab a pen and paper handy. There's a few steps in today's one. But before we begin, I wanted to ask, have you ever seen anything sponsored come up in your Facebook feed before? The reason I ask is the Facebook algorithm actually pushes sponsored content towards us based on our likes and engagement. So it can even be as frequent as every 3 to 4 posts sometimes, depending on our activity. So how often are we engaging with brands? Have we sent a message? Have we clicked on an ad before? So it's really smart in that sort of sense. And Facebook actually has 2 types of ways paid advertising works. So you can set up a structured paid ads campaign where you're creating an ad with copy and video or imagery that you can A/B test, or you can do it through sponsored content, which is today's lesson, which is simply boosting a post. So as you can see, I've already got my page loaded up here. So simply head to your page, choose a post that you want to boost. So you'll see once you're in your admin view, obviously each post will have a little boost post button added to it. So I'm choosing this one. So let's begin here. So you'll have another pop-up screen come up, and it'll have all these options on the left. So we're going to go through them. So step 1 is to pick your objective. You can connect with customers and get them to send you messages, and that way they can either reach out to you on Messenger or WhatsApp. But my objective is going to be post engagements, because boosted posts actually work better from an engagement point of view. Facebook will share the post across people that like your page, people that have engaged with your page before. So I'm going to stick with that objective. Secondly, I want to choose my button and my welcome message. So it's already got here send message as a default. I could change it to shop now. Maybe I want them to book an appointment. Maybe I want them to sign up to something that I've got. However, at the moment, I just want them to tell me what they need help with. So I'm going to keep it as send message. You can edit your welcome message here, but you may have already done this in page settings, which I've gone over previously. If you haven't already, you can edit in this. But what I've done here is I've just personalized it a little bit more than Facebook's standard response. So I'm going to leave my message as is, and I'm going to move on to step 3, which is setting my target audience. So you can see that we've got 2 options. We can choose to target a specific group of people, or we can just pick people in our local area. So people in our local area is a good way to just reach locally, but it doesn't allow you to, I guess, edit the location, age, radius, gender, things like that. You can only really play with the distance of your reach. So I'm actually going to choose targeting, and I'm going to go a little bit more in detail. So I want to go to the edit section, and I'll have another pop-up window to edit my audience. So I don't think I'm going to go specifically after any gender. I'm just going to keep with all. Usually this will be 18 to 65 plus. I've reduced it to 25 and 45. And usually this says Victoria, but I've gone specifically to Melbourne. I don't think 40 miles is large enough, so I'm actually going to extend it to 50 miles. I know it's in miles as opposed to kilometers, but because Facebook's American, but still you can tailor this to how you want it to, how far the range you want, sorry. And you can even go into detailed targeting. So you can browse, demographics, interests and behaviors. You can pick industry, you could pick their education level, whether they're in a relationship or not. I'm not going to get too specific in this instance, so I'm just going to get out of that section for now. You can see that what I've picked so far, so everyone in this age range across Victoria within 50 miles is about 2 million people. So it says my audience is defined. So we want to be in this green section here. So I'm going to save this audience. And now I'm going to move on to step 4, duration and budget. So I want my ad to run for 5 days. You can just toggle this. Usually ads have to run for 3. So I'm going to pop it up for 5, a little bit longer, and I'm going to set it at $10 a day. So that's not too expensive. You can see obviously the age range goes up. You can even make your own. I think the minimum is $1.64 a day. So you're safe around 10, 25. It depends what you want to do. Reach is how many people will actually see your ad. And then you'll see payment details here after that. So it's telling me that my budget is $10. I'm going to pay $1 tax. In order to get rid of the tax here, just enter your ABN number, which I haven't done yet. I can do that after. Preferably do it beforehand so you can take that little bit off. And it'll have your account details here. Lastly, if you don't have a payment entered already, you can absolutely change that. It'll take you to another window, which is basically your settings tab, and you can either choose from PayPal or you can choose from just entering a card number, which I'll actually just head back to this window. That'll just sort of load itself. But yeah, now you can see on the right-hand side, it's previewed my ad. It'll come up as sponsored under my business name, and the button will appear as send message. So I'm going to click boost because I'm happy with everything that I've entered. It might take a few minutes. So there you have it. This is your view results. So what is essentially happens now is it goes to Facebook to be reviewed. It generally takes about a couple of hours. Basically, the platform just wants to make sure there's no spam, violent, or unsuitable content. And you'll get a notification when that's done. So this overview section gives you a quick overview on the details that you've entered in the ad. It'll tell you that it's in review, and it'll even prompt you to add a bigger budget. If you do want to do that, head to edit, and obviously you can go through the steps again. But if you're happy with what you see down here, obviously you can see all the information as you please. You can then just simply close. So you won't actually see the ad appear boosted until it's been approved by Facebook. But what you will see is you'll see boosted today in review. Once it's reviewed, it'll be active, and then you'll start to see some results here. So that's basically it, guys. It's pretty easy. There was about 7 key steps there that you go through in the boosted post. So from objectives to buttons, messages, audience, duration and budget, and then just preview and confirming your results. So it's pretty simple. Obviously, go back through this video and pause it at any point if you need to go over the steps again. But now, thinking back to how many sponsored posts we saw, you'll now start to notice the little sponsored tags under any business posts that you've seen before. Not that they were never there. It's just now that you're starting to work with boosted ads, you'll see you notice them even more. But the good thing is I find myself even getting ideas from these types of posts in terms of how to word content, what types of photos or videos to create. Some are even slideshows as well. So well done, guys. We've gone through the steps. What I'd like to see is now you guys going ahead and boosting posts for your business page and seeing how you go. So if you've got any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments below, or shoot me an email, hello@marketingentourage.com.au. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Marketing Entourage, and like us on Facebook as well, because we're building out a series of these videos to help people with their online presence. So yeah, keep in the loop and follow us, guys. Thanks. Bye for now.